Alright, I'm going to show you guys the progress I made today. Change the background. Not that that really matters because it's all temp anyways. You see here, this ship is called the USN Dark Speaker. Over here, USN Loud Jumper, and this is the USN Vulture Puncher. And you notice these guys aren't shooting at each other. And they're all kind of named the same, and that is because, they're trying to shoot at me, I think. That's because they're all the same faction. So that's really cool. So basically, this is the beginning of faction behavior. And over here, they're all kind of circling this guy. I'm trying to get over to see him. Hold on. He's called the Maiden Screamer. Notice he's not the USN Maiden Screamer. And that is because he's I think a civilian ship. Now why the military shoot at civilians, I don't know. But we'll work on that part later. So, but if I go in here, I'm a civilian. So if I'm on this ship, these other civilians aren't shooting me. You can see my faction is civvy. These guys are all civvies. No one's shooting me. Cool. But if I hop off and I soar on over to the military ships and I board them, I'm going to have a much different experience. Oh, see? So, those dudes shot me and killed me. The Sneaker, the Storm Roller, these guys are all civilian ships. The Killer's a civilian. Oh, actually, I'm not sure. Yeah, these are all civilian ships. That's a military ship. Oh, someone shot me. It happens. The Roller, the Speaker, civilian ship, civilian ship, civilian ship. Spawn another one. Military ship. Trying to get another faction, but I seem to be rolling. Oh, the Killer actually is a different faction. I'm sorry. So a Shell Slasher. All right, I'll start over. This is a military ship because it's got the USN. The Eater is a pirate ship because it's just the and then a verb. The Forest Drinker is a civilian ship because it's a noun and then a verb. And if I can find doesn't look like we have any of the other faction. Whoa. So basically this is kind of like naming, festive. So single adjective is of the returned faction. And these guys will eventually become, I think, the Reavers, basically, of this world. Now, eventually I want to change like the font and stuff to have that. So this will be like a military font, and civilian ships will have a civilian-looking font, and the return guys will have like something scrawled out there, like it was painted poorly. But yeah, this is just the beginning of a faction-based AI. And pretty soon we're gonna have all sorts of cool behaviors, like civilians just going and the military protecting them, and pirates preying on civilians but not necessarily preying on military guys because they're going to try to avoid that, and then the return is just preying on everybody because they're psychos. So yeah, I did a lot of behind the scenes coding as well, but none of that's really visual, so it's not so fun to show. Just a lot of cleanup in terms of how I look at things and whatnot, how I find game objects and enemies, and I'm gonna hide out. Got two returned here. Let's see how they react. They don't have people in their ship though. Ooh, I know what I could do. Watch. I'm gonna hop out. I use my pistol for a little bit of thrust. If I'm hopping on here. Oops, not what I want to do, but now there's a bunch of guys of different factions fighting on their ship. Oh god. Alright, let me start over. So I guess these guys are all military, or maybe not? Oh. Eventually I want to have it so, like, you know, a military ship would go shoot another ship until it's disabled. Once it's disabled, they'd pull up next to it. Some guys would get out, go over to the other ship, kill all the guys on board, come back to their ship. Oh, and I think I broke it. Oh God, look at it. Whoa. That's rad. I don't know why it's doing that, but that's super cool. Whoa. Oh. Rad. I'm getting a little nauseous, not gonna lie, but that's pretty cool. Sweet. Anyway, so that's today in Debris. Hope that was informative.